Well, I feel very fortunate to get this victory. I thought we played great defense the first half, and then we let it get away from us the second half. And we came back on Tuesday from Atlanta, and that was 8-night road trip. And I told my wife, I told some others, I'm very worried about this home stretch. Our kids played their hearts out over the 3-game road trip, and here we come back, long road trip, long trip back. We didn't do anything Tuesday. I practiced them yesterday, and I didn't think our practice was as sharp as it could have been, so I was concerned. I knew that Arkansas Little Rock had won they've lost a ton of close games. If you look at I believe they lost to Lafayette in double overtime, or overtime, something, and they lost a close one to South Alabama. And, of course, they went to Georgia State, and they really played them well for about 31, 32 minutes, and then it got away from them. So I knew how it's been a rough start for them, and I thought that we would have a heck of a game on our hands, and especially the way we were defending them, but yet we were only up 7 at halftime. I thought the way we defended them, we should have been up 15. So I didn't see ourselves as being very sharp offensively, and we didn't get really good production, offensively speaking, from Imani Gant, and of course he got the early. He got out of the game, I believe, both halves pretty early, and but nevertheless, Ethan Montavo did not hit a lot of his shots, but he hit some timely ones, and I think DJ Brown is probably the hero of the game with not only the 3, but the 16 points, the 4 assists, and no turnovers in 50 minutes, and he has now played. DJ has now played 48 minutes in one game and 46 in the other. So, and now we have to practice tomorrow and play Saturday. So I'm real proud of the kids for coming back. Particularly, we used some players that did not, like Kendall Ramlau, that did not play, has not been playing a lot. And he played very good the last two overtimes, and maybe even the last couple minutes of regulation. So some unsung heroes in here that came through for us. Any questions?
DJ seems to really thrive in those big moments, and that shot seemed to reflect that.
Well, DJ is a very heady player. He doesn't always. He has a little bit. Sometimes higher opinion of his abilities than I would give him credit for, and he'll try some things he shouldn't. But overall, he's a pretty smart basketball player, and he's a pretty smart human being. And the whole play was to, come off a pick, pass it to him, and just, DJ, go down there and either create for yourself or hit somebody for a shot. And, he did that, didn't he? He did. He hit a big one. And that's one of the biggest shots any player of mine has ever hit in 23, I guess, what am I going on? 24 years of coaching. So, that's a big shot.
Coach, earlier the shot saved you because, you took such a huge step forward in Georgia State.
All that would have been erased.
Yeah, exactly.
If we lose, I told the players that, Steve, if we lose this game, fellas, they'll forget what happened at Georgia State. You need to understand that. And they were told that after the game. On Monday, they were told that as we came here and talked before I let them go on Tuesday. They were told that yesterday, and they were told that at shoot-around today. You really have to take care of your business. Otherwise, it'll just be a little asterisk, And I don't want to, I hate to bring this up, but do you remember Texas Tech went to Oklahoma a few years ago and beat this snot out of them?
Yeah.
And then lost 4 or 5 straight.
Yeah.
Who cares if you beat Oklahoma? If you're going to lose your next 3 or 4, who cares? And that's what mature teams got to understand, that, people say, Coach, you don't celebrate enough. As soon as one game's over, next game. And it's a long track. Like Krzyzewski said, a season is a lifetime. And there's just, I'll go get something to eat with my wife for an hour and go back to the house and put in a couple of tapes. That hour is my reward.
Now, you got to come and play every game. There's no off days.
I thought, like I said, I want to think. I thought DJ played well. I thought Ethan hit some clutch threes. He missed most of his threes. He was 1 for 4 at halftime, I remember. So he was 2 for 6. And the thing is, everybody knows we're going to get the ball to him. Wes Davis was doing a good job on defense as usual, and he's a very valuable player to us. So, 23 of 60. You shoot 35% from the field, and you win. I'll go home and say I've got another thing to thank him for tonight when I go to bed. The big man upstairs.
DJ was saying here that with the momentum from the past 2 games, Coach, he and the rest of the players feel like they should be in the running for the conference championship, and anything else at this point would be a disappointment to them. I mean, that's pretty heady stuff.
That's something we didn't think about, say, 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Now that we've gone to Georgia Southern and played them to the last minute, with 1:05 to go or 1:08 to go, we're shooting a 1-and-1 down 2. And we make the first one and miss the second one. And, so for them to play that well there and almost pull one out and then go to Georgia State and win,